Paul had the perfect dilemma on his hands. It was a coin toss. Heads I win, tails I win. He says here, to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. If I live, I get to go on telling people about Jesus. I get to see them grow in their faith. He says here, it's all about, for him, it's seeing people progress and grow in joy in their faith, and to see people glorifying in Christ Jesus. So that is a wonderful thing that he loves doing. But his desire, his preference, would actually be to die and to go and be with Christ, because that would be gain for him. His entire life is about people coming to know Jesus and for him to grow in his knowledge of Jesus. If he were to die, he goes immediately into Jesus' presence for eternity and then spends everlasting life with Jesus in his presence. You can't lose. He genuinely can't lose. It's a bit like this. I'm a camping enthusiast. I love going camping. But one thing I love even more than camping is ending up in a really nice English pub by the fireside with a beer and a nice meal, and sort of being able to rest. It's this amazing scenario where out camping, it's brilliant. I love it. I love the challenge. I love making fires. I love pitching the tent, etc., etc. But something I love even more comes after camping. Like, it's a win-win situation in that regard. And Paul, and this word to depart, my desire to depart, was to break camp, to put down the tents and move into the promised land, in sort of, if you're thinking about Israel. This is Paul's brilliant situation. So he is more than a conqueror personally, because he knows that if he lives, he gets to go on glorifying Jesus. If he dies, he goes into Jesus' presence. My challenge, here's the discussion. I've met a lot of Christians, or maybe not a lot, but some Christians who, on their deathbed, have this moment of realization that actually, hey, it's not that bad because I'm going to be with Jesus as soon as I die. And that's a genuine, like, they have just come to realize reality. The challenge where this is hitting me, and I'd love you to think about this, is can we take that deathbed confidence and deathbed assurance and bring it to now in our 20s or 30s and live like that until our deathbed, not wait until we get there? Can we get to this point? I think it's important that Paul says, to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. He has matured in his faith. He has got to know Jesus over these years. He has got to that point where genuinely to live is Christ and to die is gain. That isn't everyone's experience who is a Christian, but it can be. And that would be the challenge. Live as more than a conqueror by getting to the point where you know living is all about Jesus, dying is even more about Jesus. So I can't lose. Now, time to discuss that idea.